Hey guys, Bonnie here, and I have a big list today. Because rounding out the favorite and least favorite franchise for 2017. First off, Happy New Year. I forgot to say that in my last video. I also forgot to say that this is just my list, and please don't get offended if your favorite movie wasn't on that list, or if your least favorite movie is not on this. And I already know, I just want to apologize right now. I'm going to apologize right now, because here we go. You guys, most of you guys that watch this list are going to hate what I put at my number 10 spot. I don't encourage you to skip ahead. Just watch the video all the way through and see what you think. Don't attack me though. This is just my opinion, and I'll get into a detail probably in another video because I don't want to do spoilers. I'm going to probably avoid a little bit of spoilers here. And I'll just do a list or a video on why I didn't like my number 10 spot. My number 10 movie on here. So don't get offended, because I know a lot of people are going to be angry about what my number 10 is on this list. But I just have to warn you, it's my own list, it's my own opinion. You don't have to agree with my opinion. Let's all be just sane human beings on here, because this, again, after the 40th time, is just my opinion, and you don't have to agree with my opinion. You probably won't agree with my opinion, unless you just didn't like the movie as much as other people, or you just didn't like the movie like me. So, without further ado, let's get into these top 10 of my least favorite movies of 2017. Starting with number 10, which is... Alright. Put your pitchfork, put your rifles, put everything down, and just hear me out. I'm not going to get into why I didn't like this movie. I'll do that in another video. And I know you guys are going to be like, you probably just put it on here to be edgy or to be different. No, I legitimately did not like Star Wars The Last Jedi. I did not like it that much at all. And I'll get into why I didn't like it in another video. I'm not going to talk about spoilers here. There's a lot of things that can be said about The Last Jedi, and while I do think there are a couple good things about The Last Jedi, overall as an experience, as a Star Wars movie, I do not think it's that great. In fact, I think I'm going to piss you off even further when I say that I think Revenge of the Sith is much, much better than The Last Jedi. I legitimately did not really care for The Last Jedi. I didn't like it. There are reasons why I don't like it. I'm not hating the movie just to be different, or just to be a person that different from people that actually like the movie. I'm not trying to be different here, guys. I legitimately have reasons I don't like this movie, and I will get into it in another video, but now is not the time. Let's just get into it with my number 9 pick. And my number 9 pick is Valerian, the City of Shitty Planets, or something like that. I don't know. It's a bad movie. I know there's a couple fans of this movie, but overall, again, this is just my list, my opinion. I don't like this movie, okay? I don't like this movie. I know I've already gotten fans that are unsubscribing and people that are hating on me because I didn't like The Last Jedi. But Valerian is just overall a very boring movie. The performances were kind of stale. I mean, it's not their fault. I think Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne are really good actors and actresses. I think it was just what they were given that was really kind of boring. This is a very, very boring movie, and I did not care for it at all. You might be like, oh, there's tons of action and shit like that, but I don't remember much about the movie. I just remember falling asleep and checking my phone a lot while watching this movie. I didn't really care for it. It's not one of the good ones. Again, it's too, I don't know how to say it, but it's just too much, you know. Number 8 is Geostorm, and I gotta say right now, I fucking fell asleep during this movie. It's so overdone, overacted. It's just, can we stop the disaster movies? Somebody needs to put out a petition that says stop disaster movies, because they're not funny. Why did I say not funny? Okay, they're not supposed to be funny. I'm thinking of that stupid disaster movie parody thing. They're not really scary. Cloverfield was good, because we actually felt like there was some danger there, but this is it's just nonsense, Geostorm, there's what's that one guy from 300, he's in this, Gerard Butler, he's not even good in it, and that's not saying much. Go to number 7. At number 7, we have The Dark Tower. The Dark Tower, what a dark pile of doo-doo. I heard this was like based off some critically acclaimed Stephen King novel or a series of novels by Stephen King. I haven't read the novels, so I can't really compare. I can't use that against as my argument. I just didn't think it was that good of a movie. You know, it's not boring in any way. I don't think, at least in my opinion. I just think like there could have been more to it. Like it's not enough. I think I said Valerian was too much. This needed more. You know, this is not what I consider a good movie. I know there's some people that are like it's not a good adapted movie either from the book, but I've never read the book, so I'm going to read the book and just bask in how really shitty this movie is. But yeah, I think it's not boring. The action's just kind of stale. There could have been more to it. I had a theory about the movie, of course being me, because I haven't read the book or anything like that. I had a theory about the movie, and I'm not even sure if it's right. I have to read into it. But I was completely wrong on my theory, and I think, I'm not going to say my theory would have been better, because some of the book fans would have gotten mad at me. So let's just get on to number 6, which is, of course, Baywatch. And I think Baywatch would have been fine as a comedy if it actually was a fucking comedy. This movie took itself way too far. I don't know if anyone noticed this, but this movie took itself way too far for what it was. This is supposed to be a comedy. It's Baywatch. They made a movie out of the 90s block of cheese that is Baywatch. And you expect this to be a serious... This should have been, like, this comedy. Should have been like 21 Jump Street. And you could make the argument like, oh, well, the show was very serious about saving lives, and it should be serious because it's based off the show, which was serious. Well, if that argument's made, wasn't 21 Jump Street serious, but they turned it into a comedy? And Baywatch, they threw comedy in the movie, so, yeah. It's not all serious. So, yeah, your argument is invalid. It took itself way too serious, and I thought it would have been a good movie if they just stuck with the comedy roots. But there's overblown acting. It's not really funny. The jokes never land, you know. They always just fall flat on their fucking faces. It's not funny at all, and it took itself way too seriously. That's my gripes. That's what I have to say. Cars 3. I'm looking at you, buddy. People are going to be like, oh, cut it some slack, man. It was just a kid's movie. No. Fuck that. I'm not cutting it no slack, alright? This was a bad movie. I thought this could have been redeemable. This could have been the Logan of Cars. Why did I laugh at my own joke? It's not even that funny. This could have been the serious one. This could have been the great one. This could have been the gravitas of freaking Cars. And it wasn't. Just letting you know right now, it wasn't that way, you know. Cars 2 was probably the worst animated movie on the planet. That's not true. Norm of the North is worse. Cars 2 is definitely the worst Pixar movie ever made. The first one wasn't even that good. I don't even know why they made a third one. My question is, why make a third Cars? Why make any sequels to Cars? But wait so long for a freaking Incredibles, you know? We're getting Incredibles. I think it was on my best list. It could have been. I think it was, actually, wasn't it? Was it on my best? I think it was, wasn't it? Wasn't it on my best? I don't know, you tell me. Wait, no, Incredibles 2 comes out next year. Fuck, what am I talking about? It's on my most anticipated list. I'm sorry. This movie is just bad. I gotta wrap this up because I'm already a minute and 30 seconds on, like, the worst Pixar movie yet. I don't know, Cars 2 is much worse. But this movie doesn't get a reward because it's boring, it's not funny. It's Cars. It's Cars! What do you expect? Not much to say besides this is just another Michael Bay type movie where you go into it like I did, expect something that could be good since it's the last movie, and you just get pure shit. So, yeah, Resident Evil, every fucking movie sucks. Also, I'm going to put Underworld at the same spot. So, number 4 is Resident Evil, the final chapter, and Underworld, whatever the last one's called. You expect something good and you don't get it. So, they're both at the same spot. So, number 3 is not Underworld. It's just at the same spot, because why not? Number 3, Transformers Last Night. You guys see it right here. What an abomination against humanity. this goes back to the Michael Bay statement. You expect something good. Maybe this will be the good one. Maybe this will be the one where Michael Bay finally pulls his dick out of his own ass. Maybe this will be the one where Michael Bay finally wakes up and realizes he hasn't made a good movie since the 90s. Maybe this is going to be the one, and it never is. That's why the Transformers movies are shit. I don't even like the first one. The first one is garbage. Second one is hot garbage. Third one is flaming garbage. The fourth one is out of this world, outer space, galaxy, Dr. Pepper garbage. I mean, I like Dr. Pepper. I'm not calling Dr. Pepper garbage. And then this one is just this one is just so bad that it's on my worst movies of the year list. That's how you know it's bad, is when it's on Born Again's worst of the year list. Coming in at number 2, we have the worst remake on the planet. One of them, at least, is The Mummy. What was wrong with that 90s mummy cheese? What was wrong with the cheesy goodness? That was Brendan Fraser's good mummy movie. The first one, at least. I don't know about the second one, and I don't know about the third one either. But I know the first one's okay, at least, and it was pretty good. And you should never admit it, because, yeah. This felt like I know every reviewer says this shit, but this is like a Marvel movie that tries to be a Marvel movie. This is a shitty Universal movie that tries to be a Marvel movie, because they're trying to set up a whole universe with the dark universe characters and monsters like Frankenstein and all that, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You don't do that if you can't have good characters. So, The Mummy. Whew, I can't believe it's already turning to my number 1 spot. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I'm going to tell you that I have no honorable mentions or dishonorable mentions, because there's a lot of bad movies this year, and I know you guys are going to be pissed about that Last Jedi spot, but at least all these other movies are worse than Last Jedi. All these are far worse, like Valerian, Dark Tower, Geostorm, Baywatch, Transformers, Underworld, freaking Mummy, Resident Evil, Cars 3. All of these are worse than Star Wars. I'll give Star Wars that. I mean, Star Wars isn't the worst movie on my list, even though it's at number 10. It's on my worst movies of the year list. It's nowhere near as bad as these movies. Oh god, I can't wait for what comes next, because number 1 obviously is the movie that I was tortured with, and the movie I had to sit through because I was curious, and I turned it off. I straight up just turned it off. You might be like, oh, you were tortured, you had to sit through it, how can you just turn it off? I turned it off because I fucking hated the Emoji Movie. I have no words for this piece of shit. I have no words, because this movie doesn't even deserve anything. I don't even think it deserves to be on my list, even though it is the worst movie, obviously. But, does this movie need to exist? Oh, there's the Lego Movie. What if we get some success off of that bullshit? What if we just copy the fucking Lego Movie with the fucking emojis? What if we have meh be a fucking emoji that can fucking do shit, and I just inhaled whatever came off my microphone and it went in my throat. That's karma for dissing on the Emoji Movie. The Emoji Movie is terrible. It's god awful. It's god awful, man. It's just bad. I can't even describe this movie. This movie is it's like the poop emoji. That's what it is. It's just shit. It's just shit. It is just pure dog shit. Unadulterated dog shit. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna hate making this and editing this, because I have to go back and look at all these movies when I'm in editing. I have to look at the banners and the posters and the pictures and talk about the actors and how they weren't good and how they could have been better. This is gonna suck. That's it. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoy my lists of the best and worst movies of 2017, I had way more fun with the best list, because I could just bask in all those great movies. But nonetheless, tomorrow you'll be getting a video on my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2018, and I will also do top 10 most anticipated video games of 2018. This is Born Again signing off. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.